Everyone knows what a projector is. That display device that uses a light source and a lens to project an image onto a flat surface like a wall or a screen. They can range from a few $100 to even tens of thousands of dollars for super high-end ones. But this one we're looking at today is only $30? That's right, for $30, will it even turn on? Will it even show anything at all? Will it look good? And most importantly, is the description accurate? Well, we'll be finding all of that out in today's episode of Power Plus X Tech Reviews. Let's get started.
Yeah.
So this right here is the XGODY X2 mini smart projector. It claims to be 720p, have tons of lumens, and even has a full version of Android on it. Let's check out if that's true. I approximately paid $30 for this on Amazon. I clicked order and it arrived on my doorstep in a few days. Let's begin the unboxing of this projector. Okay, the XGODY portable smart projector. Here's the box of the projector. You have a nice handle at the top, look at that. The box looks pretty good. Home theater HD visual, alright. So fancy pictures, let's get this open. So that's how you open it. Those flaps open up. Alright. And first thing you see is a bunch of accessories wrapped in plastic. Look at that, a tripod. Looks like a tripod. And then a whole bag of accessories. There's a remote, a bunch of cables, all of that good stuff. And then here's the projector itself. It seems nicely packed. Look at that foam. There's packed in foam and wrapped. And here's the manual of it. That's the whole contents of the box. Let's open this bag. Let's see what's in this bag. So you get the remote itself. Let's put that to the side. And HDMI cable, and also a power cable, which I tossed it somewhere. I don't know where it is. Gotta look for my power cable, but and also this screw, it's like a leveler screw. I believe it's called a level screw. Correct me if I'm wrong. It just screws into the tripod thingy. And now let's unbox the actual tripod itself. Remove it from this bag. And look at that. Here's the XGODY X2. It actually does look pretty small. This looks good, honestly. It has some heft to it. Let's remove that lens plastic protector cover. That film on the lens. Alright, seems like I'm struggling here. Alright, there we go. Got that removed. It has some heft to it, honestly. It has some heft to it, that's for sure. And it looks good. I'm gonna say that for certain. It looks premium. It's a premium looking projector, and it is pretty tiny. It's about the size of a really thick book. So here's around. Here's all your ports, HDMI, your USB ports, IR, keystone. There's some vents on the sides of it. Here's the bottom. There's your tripod hole, just your standard tripod. Oh, I don't know what this is. It seems like some kind of filter or something. I don't know what that's for. Maybe for the cooling system. But yeah, overall, it seems like a good looking projector. So yeah, pretty awesome. Here's the remote of the projector. Let's open this plastic up. Tear that off. Here's the remote. It actually doesn't look that bad too. It looks really cheap and it feels really cheap, but hey, it could be worse. There's your batteries. Batteries are actually not included. You have to provide your own. Takes 2 AAA batteries. Pop the cover back on, and I believe it's IR also. There is your HDMI cable. It comes with a free HDMI cable, which is a nice plus. So yeah, there's that. There's those plastic caps on it. So, and there's your power cord. It takes a figure 8 power cord. Looking pretty good. I am in the US, so that's the plug in the US. And here's the manual, which no one's gonna read. I don't care. I don't give a fuck about the manual. So, but let's just take a quick spin around it. Diagram of the remote, diagram of the projector. 720p, it says right there. Supports 4K decode. All right, that's interesting. We might check that out. And it shows the UI, all that stuff. That's the manual. And now here's your actual tripod. It doesn't actually look that bad. It actually seems like a pretty nice tripod. So the screws into the bottom there. So I guess it could be handy. Alright, that was a pretty cool unboxing. It came with tons of accessories, and the projector itself was pretty tiny, and it even looked and felt premium. Well, now let's plug it into the wall and see what happens. Alright, got the batteries plugged into the remote, and now let's screw in our leveler. And now let's actually plug it into the wall. Let's see what happens when we plug it in. Alright, got our plug attached. Alright, the power button now lights up. It's red, it looks pretty cool. Alright, let's switch to a tripod. The leveler screw is actually too small, so I have to use the tripod, so let's just screw that in. Alright, this is the best wall I got. It should suffice. Let's press the power button and let's see what it will show. And when you look at that, it actually shows something. Smart projector, I guess that's just the boot animation. We're gonna have tons of adjusting to do, and yes, this is my basement. Don't question me. I am doing this in my basement. It just has space. And as you can see, there is a constant fan noise. That fan noise will be on forever. It's just a continuous fan noise, just how the cooling system is like. And now here is it all booted up. There is no setup UI. So I just connected to the Wi-Fi myself, but yeah, there is no setup. It just boosts instantly to this launcher. I mean, I guess it doesn't look that bad, honestly. Here's just around the UI, the settings app, the lens of it, pretty interesting. And here's how the electronic focus works. You press the focus button on the remote or the projector, and then you could just use those buttons to focus instead of a manual projector dial. Like some projectors uses manual focus, which involves turning some kind of like dial or whatever, or wheel. This thing has electronic focus. You just press buttons, and you could use the buttons to adjust your focus. Pretty much almost every single projector that exists has a thing called focus. And here's what the keystone correction looks like, the keystone slider. Pretty awesome. Honestly, I was just mind blown at how much you got for $30. It actually seemed to be a really good projector, even if it may seem a bit janky at first. So the display doesn't look that bad. Actually looks pretty good. Let's open up YouTube. And let's open my account. I did sign into my account already. Power Blast X, that's me. So this display does actually look pretty good, even though my wall isn't the best. I would say it doesn't look that bad, that's for sure. Like, it's definitely viewable. It's definitely a viewable experience. Let's check out YouTube. Let's test out the speaker too. We're gonna be playing some audio. We're gonna be doing some video tests as well. Here's what it looks like. I just have like some kind of 4K video or whatever, just to test out the projection, test out how the image quality looks. Now, some issue that I did notice is that the remote does have a slight latency or delay issue. It's like very slight, but it definitely is noticeable. It definitely takes some amount of time for when you press the button, and the projector actually registers when you pressed it. So it seems to be around like half a second, around almost half a second delay of pressing the button and it actually doing something on it. And the speaker, well, yeah, it doesn't obviously sound the best. The speaker does not sound that good, I'll say that for sure. And here's what the Files app looks like. Just your media center. You plug in your USB drive or internal storage. That's how you can access all your media stuff. Alright, now let's test out the HDMI connection. We're going to be plugging in my Xbox One S. Yep, we're going to be testing out some games on here now. Well, not really a bunch of games, just Minecraft. We're going to be testing out Minecraft. I don't even play Minecraft that much. I don't know why I got a Minecraft Xbox. Like, I don't even play Minecraft. I don't even play this game. I don't know why I decided to get it, but yeah. Loading up, as you can see, so far it seems to be working just fine. The HDMI connection works fine. Showing the Xbox One logo. Booted up fine. UI works fine. There's not that much latency. Little to no latency. Unlike the remote with the UI of the projector. Loaded up into Minecraft. As you can see, it games perfectly fine. I just built my school in Minecraft just for fun, but yeah, it looks pretty cool. It is smooth. Gaming works fine on here with the HDMI input with my Xbox. Alright, now time to pack it up and return this projector. Honestly, I didn't really need a projector, so I'm gonna go to the Amazon store and return this projector to getting my money back. Overall, for $30 bucks, I think this was definitely a big steal. It comes with Android. It has tons of features, accessories, and it's just a good looking projector. Like, this image doesn't look that bad. However, there are a few cons, like the response time of the remote and all that, and it can seem a bit blurry on the sides. But yeah, and also I don't know how reliable these projectors are gonna be. That's the thing. I did return this because I actually didn't need it. It was actually kind of useless to me. I returned this thing like literally days after I unboxed it. But yeah, so that's the that can be some concerns. And the software was a bit weird too. The software just did look a bit janky, and there can be spelling errors sometimes. But overall, for 30 bucks, honestly seems to be a really good projector. But again, I don't know how long these things will last, and honestly, I would just buy a real brand name projector, even in the hundreds of dollars range. But if this is all you got, I would say, I guess you could get it. But yeah, that's gonna be for today's video, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed watching this video, and I hope you all have a happy New Year's. It is almost 2026. I don't know when this video will be out. Maybe on New Year's Eve or on New Year's. I'll try to get this video out on New Year's Eve. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video, everyone. Let's drop a comment. Thanks for watching. Have a happy New Year. Enjoy.